Could you tell us a bit about yourself and what you do?
Well, I'm a composer. I was originally a concert guitarist, and like your John Dowland, I decided to write music and gave up guitar and worked in theater. Never worked in universities. I was musical director of the Repertory Theatre of Lincoln Center, then went to the Stratford Shakespeare Festival in Canada, writing music for the Shakespeare plays, because they had a music festival there that was run by Glenn Gould, and he invited me to the music festival. I stayed 30 years to write for the plays, and that was it. I've done some work in regional theatre, including the UK, Manchester, Royal Exchange. And principally, I had a partner, Richard Foreman, an avant-garde theatre maker, and we wrote about anywhere from 6 to 11 hybrid music theatre pieces. Very strange, very weird, and that's what I did. And more recently, I went back to concert music. Yes, I'd say 10, 15 years. I hadn't been to I gave up theatre about 15, 20 years ago, and moved entirely into writing concert pieces.
What's your favourite part of what you do?
My favorite?
Your favourite part of what you do?
In the past?
It's in general, in your work, in your...
Oh, what do I enjoy most?
Yes.
Well, basically because I've done so much in so many directions, I'm having a good time now at the theatre being dusted off, re-examining the pieces, and they're being re-recorded. Sony, Concord Records, Rounder, a lot of the pieces from the 1970s have found new homes just because they've been re-released by the record companies, and that's given me interest in preparing stage versions for all of them. So it's great to have that come off the shelf again.
When was the first moment you fell in love with theatre?
Oh, well, I remember as a child, of all things, being brought, I must have been about 11, to Death of a Salesman by Arthur Miller. And I think I saw the Glass Menagerie, Tennessee Williams, maybe earlier. And early musicals would be Rodgers and Hammerstein. Enough said. Yeah.
What advice would you give your younger self?
My younger self?
Yeah.
Well, there is a choice to be made. And I believe there's a friend of mine, she was a kind of famous film editor, who used to say, if you did everything over again and did everything you thought you should have done and turned down everything you ended up doing, you would end up in the same place. But obviously the choice was family. It's very important, to be proper standpoint. So, and I remember telling my teacher from Harvard, Leon Kirchner, a very famous classical composer, when my first child was born, I said, that's it, I'm going to write 100 less pieces and have a good time. Great investment, by the way.
And finally, if your life were a musical, what would the grand finale number be?
Of the grand finale?
Yeah.
I think I'd go back to the things that I even left off the bio. I was the mambo champ of the Catskills back in the day. I was a competitive Latin dancer. The reason is hysterical. My mother was a chronic card player, and to keep me busy while she was at the poker table, she would give me endless mambo lessons, which was the craze, pre-Castro. So I spent summers perfecting my mambo dancing. Don't ask me to do it now. But the point of the story is definitely a touch of Dirty Dancing. There would have to be the mambo at the gym finale. Grand prize winner twice.
That's great. Thank you very much.